What's up, my duddies and dudettes? It's the one and only Gamer's Choice, Gamer's Champion, the one that's loving you, the one and only DDW. And I know you missed me. We have a lot to talk about. So, get ready, get set. It's game time. So, a couple questions. I know you probably have it on your mind. I want to do the best I can to actually, respond to it, answer them the best I can. I don't got too much time today. As you know, I've been gone. So I just want to jump into it. Where have I been? I've been around. I've been doing things. I've been working. I did quit my job in retail. I can now officially tell you what I was doing. I was working at GameStop. I was an assistant manager. I was happy for a while after I quit the NYPD. I was trying to get back into school, except they kept looking at my NYPD W-2, so I couldn't really get in. So I had no choice. I had to jump into retail. When you work at GameStop, it kind of drains all life out of you. It drains everything and anything you got. I mean, look at my face. Does this look like the face of somebody who's rejuvenated and energized? Hell fucking no. So, this is where I'm at right now. I'm actually working with another job, but it's actually not a job. It's a career, and I'm really happy doing that. I start in September, and well, this is September now, so later on this month. I'm really happy doing that. Haven't officially started working it yet, but I'm just happy to be back on a career course. No more jobs, no more retail, none of that. Just back on a regular course. I look like shit right now because I've been going through a couple of things in my life. If you haven't been keeping up with me, I implore you to do so. You can check me out here on my Instagram. That's where I'm usually at these days. My Facebook is usually filled with me spamming, quotes and motivational pictures and videos and all this other cool shit. But it's not really me, posting anything really about my life these days on my Facebook. So you can just check me out on my Instagram. The reason why I'm posting this video today is because something happened to me the other day, and I feel it's my duty as a former NYPD officer to elaborate on it and explain it and really just jump into what it means to me. It's hard to talk about because I haven't experienced this in several years. In order to do that, I have my friend here to help me get through this little by little. So I'm gonna jump into it. Normally I don't trip over my words like this, but it's been in my mind for the past couple of days, and it's been rocking my thoughts. I was outside my girlfriend's house the other day, and I was waiting for her, and I'm just sitting there. I have my coat draped over my arm, and I'm just sitting outside of her building. All right, there was no porch, there's no stairs to her building. It's not a project building. It's in a really nice, decent neighborhood that I sort of live in. I live on the border now, but I used to live down a block from her. That neighborhood is a very nice neighborhood. It's getting a little fucked up, but it's still a decent neighborhood. So I'm outside the building. Two African American males walk past me. Just walk right past me. They obviously are from, not in that neighborhood, because the neighborhood is primarily Polish, Irish, Greek, a little bit Hispanic. But there is a projects where a lot of majority of African Americans live, a couple blocks down. So they're probably from there. Cop is obviously following them. It's pretty fucked up. It's an unmarked car, Crown Victoria, all black, tinted windows. You obviously have the MDT, the little, the computer the cops have, that antenna sticking out the back. So you can obviously tell. They're following them, but then they see me. The guys go around the corner. Cop stops, and the double parks in the street, number one. And it's a one-way, so that's fucking stupid. Normally what you would do is go around the corner, hop out the car and approach, but whatever. These cops obviously not that smart. They hop out, approach me. Well, actually, excuse me, take that back. They didn't even hop out. They called me over from the window. That's another thing you don't do. You don't put your entire team at a disadvantage by staying in the car. If you're gonna approach somebody, get out the vehicle, all right? Because if I did have a gun, all of you are trapped in the car. So anyway, fucking rookies. So I get up and I go, knowing that if a cop tells you to come here, you don't legally have to go. So out of respect, I went. The only way a cop can tell you to come here and you have to is if you're going to be detained, okay? Is if you're always free to leave. Unless you have reasonable suspicion or probable cause, you're always free to leave. Alright, that's number one. So, I decided out of respect, you know, to avoid problems, to get up and go. Now, you would think after the whole thing happening in Ferguson and Chicago, with all these kids being shot, you know, you would think that the NYPD in general would have a little bit more of, you know, common sense and decency when it comes down to African American males. I'm not fully black, okay? If you guys don't know, I'm half white and I'm half black. So all these little hatred comments of, you know, race that's in, you know, my videos, I really don't care. You don't know me, you don't know anything about me. So don't let that affect me. I went to the car and first thing they do is ask me, hey, do you live here? I start laughing, okay, because I already know I'm doing you a favor by approaching the car. The least you can do is be a little bit honest. You know, say, listen, you're not a neighborhood. You know, we were around here a lot. We don't know you. You know, and you look a little suspicious. Obviously, the reason I would look suspicious is because I look black, fully black. But I walk over anyway, and as I walk over, that's what they ask me, and I tell them, listen, no, I don't. I used to live in this neighborhood. My girlfriend lives in this building. And I'm waiting for her to come down. When I was a cop, we were trained, okay, if we approach somebody for criminal trespass, you would tell, and they told you that they were waiting for their friend, you would tell them to prove it. Ring the bell, call them something, have them come downstairs. And you just wait. The person comes downstairs, you leave, you're on your way. Then you can get them for trespassing. They didn't even wait for that. They said, oh, really? And they started giggling. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like, so I said, listen, just before any of this gets started, I said, this is my shield number, this is my tax number. I give that to them. They start backing up then. Now they go, oh shit, he's a cop, and they start backing up. You know, they're like, oh, listen, well, you know, I was like, here, you want my ID? So I reach in my pocket, I give my ID. I was like, here you go. You could do. I was like, you need a UF 250, man. You need a stop and frisk report. Go ahead, bro. Like, take it. I don't care. You know, they go, no, we don't need it. Yeah, you do. Why else would you stop me? All right. So I started talking to them. I started making small talk, and then I mentioned that I'm no longer a cop and I'm trying to get, you know, a career right now. And when I say that, they wanted the one that got out of the car to come around to me because I was laughing. So obviously he wanted to grab me. He's the first one that wanted to grab me. He's like, oh, you're no longer a cop? Why? And I told him, sure. I was like, you already know, man. I was like, personalized goals. You know what I mean? Like, that's the reason why I left. All right. So he just smirks, and you know, I give him my ID anyway. I give it to them. They hand it around in the car. They go, no, we don't need it. And they pass it back. All right. Next thing you know, my girlfriend comes downstairs. They feel like fucking idiots. You know, she's giving me that look like, what's wrong? What's going on? What's wrong? I brush it off, and you know, I excuse myself, and I leave. But it leaves me the feeling of indignity. You know, it doesn't give me the feeling of I was being respected, my rights were being respected, who I am is being respected. You know, that doesn't make me feel good. That doesn't make me feel okay. That makes me disgusted. That makes me hate myself, and that makes me hate everything that I stand for right now. I try my best to keep up my positive message and keep up my positive attitude. And the NYPD just tears you down. You would think they would be a little bit culturally, you know, sensitive. And they're not. And that kills me. As a half black man, and on top of that, as a former police officer, that kills me. That you can sit down there and have the indecency to stop me. You wasn't just protecting the building. Worst part is they gave some BS excuse like there's burglaries in the neighborhood. Listen, my girlfriend lives in that neighborhood. I still hang around that neighborhood. There's no burglaries in this neighborhood. Maybe every now and then, once or twice a week. Maybe so, because that's just the way life is. But to say that it's become a burglary-prone area, no, it's not. I could check Constat. I could call Community Affairs. No, give me the truth. That would have been your badge. I would have been able to sue you for detaining me against my will. But I didn't. I didn't, and I'm not. Because I'm not that person. And I'm not going to stoop down to their level and strip them of their rights and their freedoms. You don't go eye for an eye. So, it kills me inside to see what they did, and that hurts me as a man. Because what if I wasn't a former police officer? What if I wasn't able to identify myself? What would they have done? That's a question that we all need to think about and all need to ask ourselves. I understand that sometimes, not everybody makes it easy on themselves. And the reason why I say that is not just being half black or half white. You know, white people complain about the fact that they get stigmatized as racist and they can't say certain things or do certain things or risk being called racist. I understand that. As a half white male, I understand that. But we kind of do it to ourselves. I mean, look at the police, look at the way we interact, look at the comments that's usually on forum boards and message boards and the internet. We don't make it ourselves, and the people that's supposed to be representing us don't make it easy on ourselves. I mean, look at what Jon Stewart just did the other day, and what Fox News have the fucking disgustingness to even talk about. If you don't believe me, look it on YouTube. I can probably link it. Check the bio if anything. Alright? Check the comments, whatever. You'll see a link eventually for the Jon Stewart video. If anything, I'll put it here. But the point is, look at the way he retorted, what he had to say, and that was very thought out, well thought out, and it's true. And as for my African American males, we don't make it easy too. We don't. I'm not a very big white power, black power. I'm a human power. Okay, that's what I am. But Sister Soldier made a very, very good point, and I was watching one of her old videos that goes back, I think, to the 90s, and she said, young black males, African Americans, we're not opening our minds up, and we're letting everybody else take us down, tear us down, because nobody's going to take us seriously when the people that are the majority of the black males, all they do is listen to rap music that talks about killing, murdering, raping, using women as objects, and then on top of that, they rob each other's Jordans after spending their entire check on Jordans. And when she said that you know, that woke me up a little bit, because she's absolutely right. We don't make it easier on ourselves. But then white people don't give us the benefit of the doubt either. They lump us all as one group. Not knowing there's positive black males that want to do something better with themselves. I see it every day on the train. These guys work on Wall Street, businesses, teachers, doctors. But they don't get credit because the majority is what represents us. Just like the majority of white people is what represents them. Or us, because I'm half white. So they don't make it easy. And until we come together as one, things are only going to get harder. I just had something to say about this whole Ferguson thing, because I experienced it the other day. I experienced it, but even before I was a cop, I forgot how it felt. And now that I remember, it just makes me hate myself more. Because what did I do to deserve that? I was just waiting for my girlfriend outside of a building, peacefully, just looking at my cell phone. It's fucked up. The only thing that saved me is the fact that I used to be a cop. Normally I would say game over, bitches. But the game ain't over. And that's fucked up, bitches.